Hey folks, this is Rhykker, bringing you a Diablo 3 Reaper of Souls guide to an entry-level monk build that has no gear requirements and will quickly set you on your path to completing your sunwuko set and getting into that end game content. This is a modification of an old build posted on Diablo fans by Mulletron, and it still holds up really well today. What's best, it's a lightning build, so you're going to be positioned perfectly to transition smoothly into a lightning sunwuko build. Without having any specific items, you'll be able to comfortably handle T3 with this build, and probably even efficiently push T4 as you see myself doing in the gameplay footage. So let's take a look at the skills. For your primary, you'll want Way of the 100 Fists, Hands of Lightning. We're generating Spirit, we're shooting out lightning, and it'll be setting off our Sweeping Wind Cyclones, but more on that soon. Next, we want Cyclone Strike. While the damage is certainly nice, we're using this more as a crowd control effect. By pulling in enemies, they come right within the range of our Way of the 100 Fists, and they'll be nice and grouped up for our Cyclones. For our mantra, I like to go with Mantra of Conviction over Awe. This mantra's passive effect makes enemies within 30 yards of you, which is about half a screen away, take 10% increased damage. The overall rune changes that to 16% increased damage, but if you find your survivability taking a hit, you can go with Intimidation instead, which makes them deal 15% less damage. The active effect will buff that bonus damage even more, and while it's only for 3 seconds, this is something that you definitely want to activate during those big fights. Next, we want Exploding Palm, Shocking Grasp. With one attack, you'll hit 2 targets, laying down a significant damage over time effect. And what's best, if the enemy dies with Exploding Palm active on them, they'll explode for a ton of damage to all enemies around them. This will really be your heavy damage dealer. Dashing Strike, Quicksilver, is used mainly as a mobility power and as a get out of jail free card anytime you get jailed or walled, or you find yourself in a tight spot. Dashing Strike is your lifesaver. Then we have Sweeping Wind Cyclone, which you want to maintain at 3 stacks, ideally 100% of the time. This power will be damaging enemies around you and will sometimes spawn cyclones when you land a crit. So taken all together, the playstyle will be activate your Sweeping Wind, Cyclone to bring in the enemies, Exploding Palm to start chaining the damage over time effect, and thanks to Cyclone Strike, the Exploding Palm on death explosion will hit all the enemies around you. And of course, Way of the 100 Fists to keep up your spirit, as well as to help proc those cyclones. Then to quickly make your way over to the next pack of monsters before Sweeping Wind expires, Dashing Strike. Run into a champion pack, Mantra of Conviction. And ideally, you'll really want to stay on the move in order to keep your momentum passive up at all times. With momentum, basically anytime you move roughly half a screen away, your damage will increase by 20%. With Dashing Strike, it's really easy to keep this up. The other passive you'll want is Harmony, that will help your toughness. Alacrity will make your Way of the 100 Fists hit that much more often, and the more often it's hitting, the more spirit you're getting back, and the more cyclones you are activating. Then Seize the Initiative will also increase your attack speed with that Way of the 100 Fists. So when we're talking Paragon points, we will want to prioritize attack speed and critical hit chance. More crit chance means more crits, and more crits means more cyclones. As for more attack speed means more spirit, and it also means more crits. Now, I won't give a complete breakdown on what items you want for this build, because again, this is an intermediary build. This is a build you want to use while getting your end game build ready, which again will be a sunwuko build, like this one right here. Again, this build is lightning, and this sunwuko endgame build is lightning, so you may already have some of the items you need by the time you complete your sunwuko set. For general guidelines on how to maximize your damage and your toughness to get the most out of this build, follow this simple gearing guide. That wraps up this guide. Thanks for watching. Check out these other videos, and if you enjoyed this one, share it with friends, leave a comment, hit like, and subscribe to join Rhykker's Raiders.